Hey everyone, welcome back to the tax show for people who owe. I'm Dave.
And I'm Phil.
And today we're bringing back a topic we talked about before, Phil. What is it going to be?
PCA.
PCA, and more specifically, enforcement at a broader level. PCAs are private collection agencies.
Correct.
And the IRS has actually partnered with some of these agencies, correct?
And also unpartnered with some of these agencies.
Good point. That's why we're bringing this up today. For taxpayers who owe, it's important that you understand what type of notice you're getting and some recent changes that you should all know about. So Phil, what is the big update?
The biggest update is who is currently an approved PCA and who is not. Right now, the list went down from 4 to 3, and the 3 active PCAs that you can work with to resolve your IRS debt is CBE Group, Coast Professionals, and Conserve.
Okay, so it's went down from 4 to 3. Now, we know enforcement hasn't been happening from the IRS level for a while now, right?
Right.
Not at any broad scale. So Phil, how active are these private collection agencies now?
More active than ever. In fact, our notice analyzer has picked up a tick in CP40s, which is the official letter that you get when you do get assigned to one of these private collection agencies.
Very important. That CP40 notice is the letter that triggers what?
Triggers your ability to communicate and authenticate these private collection agencies.
So from a taxpayer or taxpayers who owe experience, you get a random letter that says we're collecting on the behalf of the IRS. That could be a bit confusing.
Right, and if anything, suspect.
Good point. The IRS does say we will never call you to collect a tax debt, correct?
Right, except these PCAs will call you after they send that letter.
So you can see why there's a lot of confusion for taxpayers, specifically for taxpayers who owe, when there's been a ramping up of these private collection agencies and their activities. So what do you suggest for anyone who receives this letter, Phil?
I'm always cautious, so I would say verify that letter is not a scam or any phishing attempt.
We've seen some like that. Yep.
And so when in doubt, you can even call the IRS to verify that your account has been assigned to a private collection agency.
Most of you don't want to call the IRS, we understand, but you may want to think about it if you've been assigned to one of these private collection agencies before. What's that important update, Phil?
The most important thing is that, so if you were assigned to Pioneer or Performant, their contracts were not renewed. So even if you had your case resolved with them on a payment plan, guess what? All these were terminated.
Oh man, what does that mean?
That means you're back in collections.
So you may have to call the IRS?
Absolutely. I wouldn't take my chances.
So let's talk about how Optima handles these private collection agency cases.
So for our practice, one guarantee that we have for every single client is that you'll walk away with the best possible resolution. And for us to achieve that as tax professionals, unfortunately, we can't work with these PCAs. The reason is that PCA is limited in what they can provide taxpayers in general with resolution options. They can only accept payments.
Got it. So this is a collection agency, and that's all they do. They're not a hardship agency. They're given a dollar amount to collect, and they try to collect every single dollar, correct?
Correct, and that's why every collection agency that gets assigned to one of our clients, we request that account to be shuttled back to the IRS so that we can work it with the full options available for that taxpayer.
Does every taxpayer have the right to go back to the IRS?
Absolutely, it just takes a pen and a paper and a mailing address.
And hopefully a professional that knows how to do it.
Exactly.
Okay guys, if you have been assigned to a private collection agency, if you received that CP40 notice, you may want to consider reaching out to a professional or at least analyzing the notice through our analyzer. To do that, you can download our app, you get all the answers you're looking for, and if you are looking for help, we'll be able to provide that too. That concludes our show for today, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Phil, any last parting words?
As usual, do something, especially if you think you resolved your case with the PCA in the past. That might not be the case now.
Good point. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thank you for watching today. Please be sure to like
And subscribe.
so you are up to date with all the information you need when you're taking on the IRS.
And as always, do something.